We're safe and sound. We're safe and sound. Even if the sky is falling down, I know that we'll be safe.
Before I start off with this video is brought to you by Scarpone's tomato sauce. I'm telling you guys, it's fucking amazing. I know there's muti, there's a lot of molizana, whatever, but I don't know, there's something about this tomato sauce. It's fucking amazing. If you want to get it, go get it. Fucking good. Check out the links on the bottom. AC Milan MTL, Calcio Guy, Red Card Weekly, good guys. Inspiration for me making videos. And in this video, I'm gonna be talking about Ogbonna, or basically Milan's transfer market. Before I start off with that though, I want to just point out something. Galliani, okay, 40 million or 42 million to be exact when we sold Thiago Silva and Ibra, right? A lot of problems. Not that Galliani got bash because we did have a 90 million euro deficit in debt. So we had no choice. It was a forced sell. But yet, even when we're in debt, Galliani manages, not Allegri, but Galliani manages still to pull off a strong team. You know, people don't realize it, but Galliani spent about 15 to 20 million for El Shaarawy. And look at how El Shaarawy turned out to be. Galliani went and got Balotelli for 20 million only? Really, only. And then you got a team like Juventus who, you know, are linked with so many freaking players and are only able to sign Llorente for free, because that's Juventus, of course, and sign Nicholas Bentner, flop of the season, of course. So, the way I look at it with Milan, it's not that bad. It is not that bad at all. And, it's interesting to see now how things are going to turn out, because the way I see it, our transfer objectives have nothing to do with the attack. I mean, of course, if we sign Cerci, and of course today Fiorentina came out and say that, we decided if Cerci is going to go or not, whatever, you know, or our midfield, Poli. Are these players really needed? I mean, yes and no. They would be a great addition to the team. I mean, you've got Poli who would come in, who is a great talent. But then again, we got a guy like Brian Cristante, who I do feel has a lot of potential, and who will be part of the starting team next year, confirmed from Galliani himself. You know, then you got someone like Cerci, of course. You know, a Cerci, a Shaarawy, Balotelli, Trident, the future of Italy, right there. That's very good. But what Milan needs to concentrate on, and we all notice, I'm just pointing it out, is our defense. Simply our defense. Sure, fine. We fully own Zapata now. Great. We have some of the best fullbacks in Italy. De Chilio, Abate. Very good. I mean, Kevin Constant is a great bench, great bench warmer for De Chilio. And yes, De Chilio should be the guy starting over Constant. But our center backs. I mean, Mexes had a great second half of the season, but how good is Mexes? Mexes is also good. Is also old. Extending Bonera's contract is stupid. It is stupid. You should have just let him go to Juventus, because sending Bonera was just the most useless move you could have done. And that's because of Allegri, by the way. Because Allegri, if it wasn't for Allegri, Bonera wouldn't have stayed. I don't care how long Bonera has been at Milan, 9 years, 10 years. He has to go, and he had to go, but now he's staying, so we gotta live with this. I'm just hoping Bonero doesn't play. The only thing he brings is experience, but the only experience he brings is just being shit. So basically, what I'm trying to see here is Milan needs to sign a center back. Now we're linked with Astori because Allegri loves him for when Allegri is to play at Cagliari. So, I mean, Astori's alright. I mean, he's pretty expensive though. Chilino won't let him go for. I mean, Zenit, they offered Zenit, I remember, offered 15 million for Astori. This was last summer. But Astori refused. He says he wanted to stay at Cagliari. And I commend his loyalty. I really do. But it is, I would never spend 15 million for Astori. Never. We are really linked with Ogbonna. Regini too. Regini is a good talent. We have Salamon. Here's another player, Salamon. You've got a good talent right here, but yet you don't bring him back. Why? Imagine a Salamon and Ogbonna partnership. I could picture an Ogbonna and Zapata partnership. Now we can be talking about the two fastest defenders in Italy. I mean, that would be really, really interesting to see. Salamon, Ogbonna. So picture this: you would have Salamon, Zapata, Ogbonna, and Regini. 4 great talents when it comes to defenders, right there. And then you could have maybe Bonera, because Bonera is not leaving, as a extra guy. You're set. Milan's set. But of course, I'm not Galliani. I'm just saying what Milan should do. Realistically speaking, that is what I'm saying. Midfield, get rid of Nocerino. Simple as that. Get rid of Montari, even though Montari is staying. Get rid of these guys. I mean, Montari is good for the bench, whatever. Nocerino, I do like the guy, but sorry, you need to go. Okay, we have De Jong. We got Montolivo. We've gotten Saponara. If you guys haven't seen his last performances, go check it out. And the list goes on. We do have our players. So if you add in Poli, I will go crazy if Poli comes. Welcome to Milan, Poli. Seriously, if Poli comes, Jorginho, we've been linked with Jorginho. These are great talents. So for when it comes to the midfield, there's not that many problems. Wingers, we could sign a winger, like I said, Cherchi would add into the team. I would give Niang another chance this season. He was a flop this season, but he is a good talent. Hopefully he'll rise. Because if not, then even Niang has to go. Other than that, a replacement for Pazzini, Petagna could come up. I wouldn't mind Petagna. I would prefer Gans. Expect another video on that because I don't understand how Gans gets no praise. 20 goals in 20 games. Stats don't lie. Bring in Zaza. I mean, if you're talking to Sampdoria, might as well talk for Zaza. Maybe some talk of Obiang for next year. But I guess that's about it. So basically, players coming in and players coming out. I bring in Poli, Zaza, Cherchi, and Ogbonna. Pretty much. To leave. Amelia. In nets, just bring up Gabriel because at this point, Amelia, you're full of. He's no good. His time is up. I remember against Juventus. Never again. Nocerino. Defense, Bonetta if he could leave, but he's not gone. I'm being realistic here. And up front, nobody. Nobody. I mean, everyone else is good. Robinho has to go, it's true. For Santos. And I guess that's about it. And if Milan do these signings, I'm pretty sure Milan will go far. To the extent of even winning the Scudetto next year. If Milan could fix their defense, Milan's winning the Scudetto. Yeah, you heard it here first. Alright guys, until next time, peace.